Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. And it's Lambeer in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Oakland, they've got Russell Westbrook, LeBron James out there with Kristaps Porzingis. Then it's Jackson, and it's Irving in at the 2. So the Pistons will get the first possession. Here's Dumars. He's guarded by Irving. They set the pick. And it's blocked by Irving. Here's Dumars. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. James inside, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Here's Dantley, and Porzingis with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. The home team on D. Here's Dumars to the paint. Here's Rodman.
Don't underestimate James defensively. He can put the clamps on you when he wants. Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Outside Porzingis. Outside Irving. And rejected. Thomas outside. Pass to Lambeer, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go. By himself, and the dunk by Jackson.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Thomas against Westbrook. Thomas outside to the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dumars. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Detroit shooting their initial free throws of the game here. And so he makes both from the line.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, unlimited energy. That's what Westbrook brings. No problems bouncing off contact.
Here's Dumars. Thomas outside. Pass to Lambeer. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one's good. Dumars.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Outside Porzingis. James deciding where to go with it. To the inside, Jackson. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Thomas. Here's Dumars. 5 on the clock. And the layup is good off the glass. Dumars has got 6.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
James, a screen on Thomas. Westbrook, the pass to James. Outside for Irving. Screen by James. Irving finds James. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
What touch from LeBron. Almost unrivaled in terms of different finishes in the paint.
And here's Detroit. Detroit calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Right wing. Here's Rodman. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Now, here is James. Pass to Wembanyama. Jackson, right side. Shoots. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. Here's Thomas. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet.
And now running the full court man-to-man defense.
Oakland with a rebound. Jackson on the wing. Thomas defends. Down low. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Dumars. He has 6. Pass to Aguirre. Here's Dawkins. James with the rebound.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Oakland ahead. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's get a quick breakdown. The game we've seen from Oakland here, guys.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Williams, and it's Aguirre in at the 3. Pass to Williams. Aguirre passes to Dawkins. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And Oakland has possession. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Lambier.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Williams with it. Now guarded by Curry. Here's Aguirre. Yet to see a basket. Durant pulls it in.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
The kick out, Curry. For 3. Easy money for Stephen Curry.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3 ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Detroit trails by 4. Outside, Williams. Pass to Aguirre. Clock at 6. Here's Dawkins, guarded by Durant. Dawkins' shot is off. And here's Oakland. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And so Curry will bring it up for Oakland. Pass to Green. Thompson scanning the floor. Now Curry. Screen by Durant. From deep three-point range. Curry, no good. An opportunity now for them to get back on top.
Yeah, they've kept it within arm's length. Now they need to make a play.
And here's Oakland. Here's Green. Here's O'Neal. And Dawkins pulls it down. Detroit calls timeout.
Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas. And that was your Oakland Netters.
Here's Thomas. Still no points. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Dawkins. Second chance effort. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Durant. Curry finds Durant. Now here's Green. And here's Thompson for three. The rebound by Detroit. Dawkins has got 4 rebounds in the game. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Thomas with the ball. Pass to Dawkins. 6 to shoot. Back to Thomas. Over Curry. Thomas, that's good. Thomas has got his first bucket in this one. 1:52 left in the first half. Thompson passes to O'Neal. And a two-handed jam!
One of the most selfless stars in the game. Klay has no problem playing the role of distributor.
They set the pick. Here's Thomas. Pass to Dawkins. Uses the glass on the layup. 1:27 left in the second quarter. Curry passes to Green. Inside. Screen by O'Neal. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Oakland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. He hits the second from the line. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes. Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Danley. Six on the shot clock. Here's Dumars. From downtown. O'Neal pulls it in. Left side, Green.
What offensive effort from Green. Backing off the shot isn't even a consideration for him.
Oakland shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Detroit trails by 6. Here's Dumars. 6 points for him. And there's a pick. Pass to Rodman. Here's Dumars. Defended by Thompson. Here's the three. And again, no good by Detroit. Fires the three. And so it's Oakland with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oakland leading by 6. We've got Kristaps Porzingis. James is out there with Jackson. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Irving in at the 2. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Look at KP, strong inside.
Given Porzingis' overwhelming size, sometimes solid defense isn't enough, especially this close to the rim.
Thomas outside. Pass to Dumars. Here's Lambier. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Thomas outside. Here's Dumars. He's guarded by Irving. Dumars passes to Lambier. And he throws it down with one hand.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Pass to Westbrook. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Thomas passes to Dumars. Here's Danley. Shoots over Jackson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You gotta love how he stuck with the play. Nice work.
Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Lambier.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Oakland with a rebound. Irving looking around. Pass to James. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Detroit calls timeout. And here's Thomas. Pass to Rodman. To the middle. Here's Dumars. He's guarded by Irving. Lambier knocks down the long J. Lambier's got 7 points in the game.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Here's James. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
No good on that one. Good on the second one. Here's Thomas. Pass to Dumars. Back to Thomas. Shoots over Westbrook. Thomas, that's good.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Here's Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Here's Rodman, pounded by Westbrook. Thomas passes to Aguirre for the tie. Here's Lambier. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Lambier's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, look, you need a bucket, go to him. This is exactly what he's built to do.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
Pass to Dumars. Here's Rodman. Check by James. Here's Aguirre. No good that time. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Here's Westbrook. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, and the intensity Russ plays with is exceptional. When he goes hard inside, it forces the D to act.
And Detroit making a change here. And so Westbrook nails both of them. A minute 4 left in the third. And Williams has got the ball here for Detroit. 4-point game. Pass to Long. Back to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Westbrook. Williams misses. Oakland leading by 4. Irving finds James. It's rebounded by Lambier. Lambier's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Thomas. Here's Dawkins. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
That's the area of the floor where Westbrook's efficiency scoring the ball is fantastic.
Now here's Thomas. Lets a floater go. And the shot goes down. Thomas has got 6 points. Got it off in time. No good on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Oakland ahead, up 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. Here's Dumars, setting the floor for Detroit. Pass to Mahorn. Here's Danley. Green covering. Curry against Williams. Here's Dumars. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Here's Durant. The rebound by Detroit. Here's Danley. Pass to Dumars. Here's Mahorn to the right side. 5 to shoot. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer.
Here's Danley. Green covering. And again, no good by Detroit.
Now, there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Here's Danley, guarded by Durant. Danley passes to Williams. Here's Dawkins. And he jams it home with authority.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And Durant with the big finish.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
The Pistons call timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
And Detroit making a change here. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. The head coach for the Pistons had some instruction for his guys during the break. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
A terrific position defender. Draymond can also challenge shots and protect the rim.
On the wing, Curry. Back to O'Neal. The kick to Durant. Offline with a three.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Now Thomas. Pass to Dumars to take the lead. And no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And passing is something Durant has really worked on. And you see the results with the sweet dime right there.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. To the paint. Offensive board. Lambier passes to Rodman. Here's Lambier. He's covered by O'Neal. Pass to Thomas. Here's Danley. Green covering. To the inside. Lambier. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Nice pass inside. Making things easy for him.
And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Oakland.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance. Always a great idea.
The three from Thompson. A rebound by Detroit. Rodman's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thomas against Durant to take the lead. Thomas outside. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that misses. That would have put him up. Ball stolen. And they're on the run. Fires at the elbow. It falls.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Here's Rodman, guarded by Durant. Here's Lambier. Cash!
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Curry passes to Durant. Back to Curry. And here's O'Neal. Durant for 3. It's